Welcome to Building Families, and I'm your host, 𝐁𝐮𝐲𝐿. Today I'm going to be joined by, I don't know if I should say my African-American friend, but his name is Big Sbuda, and we're going to be talking about the importance of family and reconnecting with your roots. Welcome to Building Families.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So I did say you're African-American. For the viewers at home, what would you like to say that if I say you're African-American?
Oh, I don't have no problem with it. That's who I am. African American, Black American, Black African, whatever you want to call it.
But there's the American.
Yeah. You gotta emphasize that because that's where I was raised at. That's where I came from. But my roots
are in Africa.
If people want to deny that, I mean, they foolish.
100%.
That's just my take.
All right, so I introduced you to our viewers by calling you Big Sbuda. Who is Big Sbuda? What do you do? Where you come from? Just give our viewers a little bit about yourself before we actually get into our main topic.
Okay, Big Sbuda is an actor, author, a grandpa, and a military veteran.
Interesting.
Yeah, and an activist.
So you were in the military?
Yeah.
For how many years?
I did 6 years.
All right.
6 years in the military and the army.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So how was that?
It was just, you have to sign your life over and give all your rights up to the government and do what they say, when they say, where they say. And, but I learned to be disciplined. I learned integrity. I learned honor, selflessness.
That's really important.
Yeah.
So it kind of grooms you as a male or female.
Yeah, as a man.
Yes,
yeah,
as a man.
Woman.
All right. Big Sbuda, welcome to Building Families. And we're really here to talk about your journey on you reconnecting to your roots. Please just take us through that.
What reconnecting, like, okay, well, it started off, following God. My whole thing is when God called, you got to be willing to answer and know when he's calling you. And when he told me to leave and go to Africa, I was a bit taken back, but at the same time, I always said that I was going to go to Africa. I didn't know how, didn't know where, didn't know when. But when he called and he said, hey, go to South Africa, he said he'll sustain me and make me successful. And I'm here. I guess I'm successful. I'm on your show.
100%. So how did the whole going to South Africa, how did that pan out? How did it start? Did you just wake up one day and say, I'm going to South Africa? Or like we're here to talk about you connecting to your roots, did you have family in South Africa? Just give us a little glimpse about that whole thing.
I didn't have any family. Only thing I knew about South Africa is the apartheid. That was the only thing that I knew about South Africa, and Mandela, of course.
Yes.
And the shout out to the real South Africa. They're a travel agency, Black owned, Black Americans, former military, and they was putting out content about how South Africa looks. And me and my son, we would always look at this content, and then I'm like, yo, I want to go there, and then that's how everything came to.
So you had a perception of Africa that it's not what you saw it to be. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, that's a conversation for another time. Let's get into the real thing. So, the show is called Building Families. And on Building Families, we talk about, we navigate around family structure and all of that, enhancing healthy family structures. So if I'd pose a question to you and say, what is the importance of family to you? What would you say?
I would say the importance of family is, like, I think of my mom, my kids, my grandbabies, creating legacy for them, like, and taking my mom out of a situation like my mom is like me, she's woke, she's very much woke. She understands what's going on in the climate right now with Trump and all that stuff that he got going on.
All that other political stuff.
And so I want my family to come here, so they don't have to deal with that. Be around people that's like-minded, look like them. So me, when you say family, the importance is creating legacy.
For your mom, your children, and your grandchildren.
And everybody around
and everybody around you.
Yeah.
But those are the first immediate people.
First.
Yeah, that's a well structure. So what role did your mom play in your life?
Being that my mom had me when she was young, it was like we grew up together, you know. And my mom is my mom, but at the same time, when she had me when she was young, like 16, 17, you know. So
Okay, yeah.
we grew up in the same time period almost, you know. So my mom didn't know how to do everything because she was 16, 17, she was young. So you're gonna have those knocks and those bumps because you learn in life at the same time while you're trying to teach life, you know. She trying to teach me everything, and along the way we didn't see eye to eye. We had our downfalls, you know what I'm saying, and then like now the point where we at right now, you know, me and my mom are like this.
Yeah,
we're
so it
very
started
close.
off rough.
Yeah.
You guys basically were trying to find yourselves until your relationship developed.
Yeah, we had a rough patch.
Do you want to enlighten us with the rough? Maybe just one or two things.
Yeah.
I mean, between I'll say you're a man, but between a boy child and a mother, what do you feel was the most difficult thing, irrespective of the fact that she had you when she was young? That might play a vital role, but what was the hardest thing?
The hardest thing I think was when my mom and dad divorced.
Right.
When my mom and dad divorced, and there was another man to come in the picture, and I was the man of the house after my dad left.
Yes.
But then a whole nother man came, and now he trying to claim my throne. You know, as men.
And you're the firstborn.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, I'm the firstborn. And,
yes.
When he came along, it really caused a lot of friction because I felt like, you know, I used to sleep with my mom. I used to be spoiled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this man
I'm afraid
came
to say
along.
mama's boy.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Is it safe to say
I
mama's
was,
boy?
I was.
Yeah, you were close with your mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then when he came along, it's like he treading on my territory.
Yeah.
And so I was like rebellious, you know.
Yeah.
Which caused a lot of friction between him and my mom. So it was just a toxic era, you know.
Yeah, I won't necessarily say toxic, but these are the kind of things that I think, like, as people, we go through, and it's important for us to have these kind of conversations because obviously, mind, body, and spirit, you're not stuck there. So there's always a lesson, and this is what building family is all about: inspiring the next person.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go for a quick break, and then we'll continue.
Let's do it,
guys. We're going to go for a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back from our break, and I am with Big Sbuda, and we're talking about reconnecting with his family. We're talking about the importance of family on building families. So, Big Sbuda, you're taking us through, you know, your story. Your mom divorces with your dad, and then there's this other male within your territory.
Yeah.
How did that look like? Besides you being rebellious. Okay, what's the first thing that came to your mind? Okay, there's the divorce. Obviously, there's a process of you going through the divorce. But now there's this man who's now introduced to you, who now, you know, comes within your space. What's the first thing that came through your mind as a boy child?
I was trying to replace my dad. That's the first thing that came in my mind.
Yes.
I was trying to replace my dad, and that my mom, you know, didn't love my dad anymore. And it was like, now it's this new guy that's trying to be my dad.
Yes.
And I don't want him to be my dad. I got my own dad.
Was he mean?
Not at all.
Was he forthcoming?
Yes. I end up, you know, I love my stepdad, you know.
Now?
Now.
Yes.
It took us bonding through the stuff that me and my mom went through. He was there helping me through it because he saw it himself, you know, and then that made us bond in jail much closer. So
yes.
We had to go through what we had to go through.
Was it a long period?
Yeah, a few years.
What's long? 3 years?
Like 3.
For you to soften up to him?
Like 2-3 years, yeah.
What do you think the first conversation that you had with him that made you kind of soften up to him? Is there something that he said? Is there something that he gave you? What was it?
When we were playing basketball one day, and he told me he's not trying to take
your mom away.
No, my dad's
Oh,
position.
okay.
He was like, I'm here for your mom, and if you want me to be here for you, I'm here as well. But I'm not trying to replace your dad, you know. So, and we were playing basketball, and so that was a good time for us to relate, you know.
Yeah. So you got soft inside. As a teenager, did you cry? Did you go and talk to your mom about it?
I talked to my mom about it.
Yeah.
You know, and my mom was like happy that we finally talked.
Yes.
you know, and
It's important. We're having this conversation because a lot of people go through divorce, not just in Botswana, but the world at large. And kids end up in bad situations or bad places or drop out of school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think what people need to pick up is that even if your parents do separate, kids usually think that it's the child's fault or they did something and that kind of stuff.
yeah,
But after some time you realize that people can actually fall out of love and it's really not about the child.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely learned that growing up.
All right, great stuff. What would you say is one of the best things that you like about your stepdad now? His characters.
Well, they're not together anymore. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So.
What
but
did you like?
That he cared for
You
my
know why I'm
mom.
asking you that question?
Why?
Because if there's somebody who's a stepdad right now or who's watching, or who feels like maybe they did something wrong or they don't know how to handle the teenager at home, maybe your dad had characters that somebody can actually be watching right now. Is it how he spoke?
Good stuff.
Was he patient? Was he a good listener? Do you remember anything?
Nah, he definitely was patient, but the thing that stuck out was how he cared for my mom.
Yes, exactly.
He treated my mom like good, at the beginning. Like it got rocky at the end, but yeah,
Like any other
exactly
relationship.
like you were saying, they fall out of love and stuff like that. But he always when I grew up, I realized that my stepdad didn't have to do none of the stuff that he did, but he did it. So
Out of choice.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and that made me respect him and love him a lot more, even to this day. Even though they're not together and they haven't been together, I still keep in contact with my stepdad.
Do they still keep in contact?
Barely.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't have any beef with each other. It's just, they years apart now.
All right.
10 plus. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So you have a song called Legacy, and then there's one that is called Motherland. Mm-hmm. Tell me about those songs. Why Motherland and why Legacy?
Motherland, of course, it's about tapping back into your roots here in Africa. You could take a side where as Black Americans, some people say we native to the Americas. We ain't never, that part that they say. Regardless, I say science has proven that all life started in Africa.
Yes.
And just know that Africans migrated throughout the world. We was here first. And that's how we landed in.
We were here first.
Yeah, we was here first.
A conversation for another time. No, I'm just pulling your leg, but I get where you're going. Yeah. We were here first.
Everybody was here first. Naturally.
Yes.
And we landed up in Africa. I mean, America, I say Africa.
Yes, no.
Yeah, so we put our stakes there, but we came from here first.
So you wanted to do a song that contributed to your African people.
That's right, to just bridging those gaps, showing that we more alike than what you think, regardless of the propaganda wheel that's been put out there intentionally to split us apart. So with music being universal, I use that as a key to tap into bridging the gap. So that's what Motherland came from.
Right. And then Legacy?
Legacy.
What's the reason behind Legacy?
What I was just talking about for my kids.
Yes.
And my grandbabies. When you create something that's of you, and you get to look at that in the face, like, I got to do everything that I can before I leave.
For your children.
And my grandbabies.
And your grandbabies.
Yeah.
I really like it. I know there's a reason behind the whole legacy thing, but even when you say it, I see your whole face changing when you say my kids and my grandbabies.
Yeah, they used to be the reason why I live, like literally, until I learned to put myself first. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm putting myself first and I'm walking in God. It's like, now I can't be selfish with my time here on earth. So I got to do everything that I can with the time that I have for them, because I'm celebrated. I did a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I lived 3-4 lives, you know what I'm saying? So now it's time to give to them.
To concentrate on your kids.
No struggles. That's what I want for them. No struggles.
How many, is it okay for me to ask you how many kids you have?
Yes, okay.
Grandbabies?
I'm not saying.
Yes, I'm just saying.
I got 5 grandbabies and I got 1 on the way.
Yeah.
My second oldest daughter, she got a kid on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be 6.
Yeah. Girls, boys?
Man, I only got one grandson. So hopefully this one is a grandboy.
Yeah. So you're a granddad.
Yeah, I'm a
You don't look
pawpaw.
like a granddad. I'm just saying I'm giving you a compliment.
Yeah,
Let's go
yeah,
for a
yeah.
quick break and then we'll wrap up our interview. Guys, you are watching Building Families with Big Sbuda, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, and you are watching Building Families. And I'm sure you guys have noticed that every time we go for a break, I keep saying we are with Big Sbuda, and it's a privilege and it's an honor to have you on Building Families. My team and I are very, very grateful. And we appreciate the effort that it took for you and your sister who's behind the scenes, Dr. Nikki. Shout out to Dr. Nikki. And we really appreciate it a lot. But let's get into it now, Big Sbuda. There are men who are not taking care of their families. There are men who are not taking care of their children. There are men who are abusing, children, violating them, hurting them, and all of that. What do you have to say as a father, as a grandfather? And I know you were raised by women. You're very close with your sister, so your life is centered around the girl child. Not to say that I'm not concentrating on a boy child. What is your thought process regarding men who behave like that or who think like that? Second question would be, how can you best advise them? But let's start with your thought process on those kind of individuals.
I mean, I know, like you get into certain situations that make you feel like you gotta, because I'm an advocate for women, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything like that, but as you said, women have always been around me. And I have, six girls myself, my daughters, 6 of them, so I wouldn't be able to stand somebody putting their hands on my child, So to those guys, that's why I love that I've been to the military. It garnered a lot of self-control, discipline, structure that you get at an early age, 17, 18.
Groomed you.
It groomed
Tamed you at the same time, yeah.
And so I find something. If you have a hobby, you have to have an external extension, to go to a place when you in a space where you feel like you're losing it or can't control yourself, and then know that, I'm talking about, I was about to say religiously, spiritually, just know that you have to you have to atone to the things that you do, so treating, I think that women are the closest thing to God.
That's profound. That's powerful.
I really, and I didn't used to feel like that. But when I got older and I started to research, stuff on my own, I started to see things like men can't give birth to a child.
That's an obvious one, yes.
Yeah, I mean, creation. Women are the closest.
So you started appreciating women more at a later stage.
Later.
What's later?
Man, 30. I think I was 30.
Yeah.
When I started to look at women different, because I used to be a gigolo,
What's gigolo?
A player, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
no, it's fine.
I used to use women to my advantage, for my advantage. And when you start having girls of your own and going through those issues, and
then your girls might meet another you.
Yeah. When you see
so
another
you start getting scared.
Yeah, you get scared. At least you're supposed to. You know what I mean? I didn't want my daughters running into another me. Not at all. Not at all.
So what would you do if your daughters now would run into another you? How do you think you'd handle the situation?
I mean,
respectfully so. How would you think you'd handle it?
From what I know now, I mean, my girls are grown. I mean,
but you never know. People break up, people whatever, and you never know. One of your daughters might meet a 30-year-old Sbuda. How would you handle
at 30? I was decent at 30. I'm talking about 20s, the 20s guys.
They were rough.
Yeah, too much.
Yes.
Too much. So, I mean, I had 7 baby mamas and 8 kids. So
can you say that? Can you say that again?
My younger, yeah. So
for the viewers at home, 7 baby mamas.
Yeah,
Eh,
I wouldn't want my daughters to meet another me. Like the me now, yeah, but not then. Yeah,
7 baby mamas, but a responsible father. I think we can kind of give you credit for that. I mean, we can't judge you based on that. I think what is important is what you do afterwards, not how it
yeah,
begins,
that's right.
but how you finish it.
That's right.
So if there's any man right now who's abusing their child, who's emotionally or physically abusing their child, what would you say to that man? And you can look into the camera. And it has to come from the heart. What would you say to that man? Because you know I'm asking you this question. I think we can be judgmental towards saying you can have men that are violent, right? But I want to kind of understand your perspective. Do you think it's an illness? Do you think from your experience, is it something that can be fixed?
Yeah, that's what that was what I was about to touch on. Mental illness, you know. Like men, we are raised to not be like crying and hold all our emotions inside, and that's supposed to mean that we're tough. But I'm here to tell you that psychologically, men need help. You need to have a shoulder to cry on. You need to let what's inside outside, because if you don't, it come out bad. And we only know how to like react with negativity and rage, you know, because the black man, we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, and nobody care. But like me, I care. I'm always open to talk to young guys, older guys. You know, they call me OG, and I wouldn't be called that for nothing if I didn't have the maturity to give to other men. You know, we got to stick together. Stop, you know, thinking that it's too macho to talk to another man or talk to a psychologist or therapist or something like that. Man, those days are over. Our women are too precious. We killing them. We killing kids and messing with them in ways that we not supposed to. Seek help and seek God first. And don't be afraid to reach out to the man next to you, because you never know, he might going through the same thing you going through. He just didn't know how to let it out. And that's our problem as men. We don't know how to let stuff out. We keep it in, and then we take it out on the people closest to us, which is our significant other or our kid. And we can't keep doing that. You got to break the cycle.
100%. I'm inspired of about what you just said. But then, Buddha, when do we come to a point where we say, because it's everybody's narrative, you know, psychologists, social workers, media, newspapers, television, and all of that, you know, we keep saying, I'm not basing it on what you're saying, but we keep saying the same thing. You know, a boy child was raised to be tough. A boy child was never allowed to cry and take out emotions. But my worry then becomes, how long, you know, as a nation, as a community, the world in general, how long are we going to keep saying that? Like, when are men, I'm not posting it at you, but men need to get to a point where they take accountability. Because I feel like for the longest time we've said, oh no, we raised the boy child tough. Women are taking accountability. Our forefathers and grandparents are taking accountability of the mistakes that they made. But then I think that men now need to start getting to a point of saying, look, even though we were raised like this, but now we're willing to take accountability for our actions. Because I feel like we've been saying the same thing for more than 10 years. It's going on to 15 years. Oh, a man was this and that. But I hope you know what I'm trying to say. Like, taking accountability is very important. And I hope the men that are watching right now, you know, can take that to heart.
Yeah.
And not make excuses to say, oh, my grandmother raised me like this. My mother raised me like this. I was never opportunity, so I'm going to give my girlfriend a blow eye. I'm going to be emotionally abusive to my children. But you, like you're saying, you can take accountability. You can go and talk to your pastor. If a man feels like they've got rage within their spirit, you can seek professional help, therapists, social workers.
Definitely.
You know, and there are online free courses and all of that. So I think as men who are watching right now, let us do something different. Let us take accountability as a nation, as the world, and stop killing women and children.
That's right.
100%. Thank you so much for coming on to Building Families. We've come to the end of our interview. My team and I are very grateful. But before we go, please share your social media handles. Any last words that you'd like to say regarding you as an artist before head of production kills us?
Hey, you can follow me at Big Sbuda. You can get me on all digital platforms, social media platforms, and I'm Googleable, Big Sbuda, and you'll see everything. You know, they being nosy, but you'll get a lot of information.
100%. And your favorite songs that you want us to follow?
Hey, follow Truth Hurts on YouTube channel at Big Sbuda. Motherland is for all of us. And 𝐁𝐮𝐢𝐴𝐺𝐻 is about love. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Guys, thank you for watching Building Families with Little Belt. We'll see you again, same time and same place.